Alrighty, we're going to put the cover on to our composition book visual journal sketchbook. So what I like to do first, my cover design is dry, it's ready to go. I do want to add a little like pearlescent white or some sort of white just to clean up the edge of my moon, since I did accidentally get this wet after I did the spray watercolor. So you can kind of see, if you like that kind of look, it almost has a like Aurora Borealis or like Northern Lights kind of look. So I'm not mad at it. I may end up putting like a little bit of chalk or something through this to kind of pick that up to make it look like Northern Lights. But so you can always make changes and add to it. What I am doing is I'm gonna take my glue, which is in the middle of the table. You do need a pair of scissors. So those are hanging on the wall. You may have your own pair if you have it, great. If not, grab some from the wall that is to the left of the sink. I try not to leave these little lines. It tends to make weird little wrinkles. So I like to take my finger, or since it freaks some people out, a piece of paper towel, and just spread it out so that it's nice and even. That way I don't have any like pockets of wet glue that are going to make weird wrinkles. Throw that away. All right, so my like edge, I fold it under so I can see it, but I'm gonna line that up with this front cover. I wanna make sure that I don't get my first page caught in there. And what I'm doing is going like that, and I'm kind of feeling underneath where my design is. I'm gonna scooch this down so that I don't lose my clouds. I'm gonna smooth it from that edge out, make sure I don't have any weird wrinkles. Okay, this folded over edge, we're gonna actually tuck under later. Now that I've got this part stuck, you can see that? I do have a weird little wrinkle, hold on. Just pet it if you need to. That probably could be from when it was actually like still had the moisture from the watercolor, but all right, back again. And I am doing a two-handed squeeze on this, which I usually encourage you not to do, but it does work for this since I'm covering a large surface. I don't want there to be glue sitting on my watercolor. I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna put it some on the spine too. If you're spreading it with your finger so that you can rub the glue off of your finger in a very ASMR kind of way, go for it. Just make sure you get a little bit of glue on the spine right here. You can also wipe it directly on your paper. Okay, I'm gonna wrap it. And from the spine out, smooth it down. That way, this is all ready to go. This is gonna be wrapping around right here. It's okay if I'm losing that area. So then, what I'm gonna do is where that like black tape was, there's like a section right here where I don't want the paper because it will be difficult to wrap it around. So you can kind of see I'm just cutting right up to where that is, and then I'm just gonna snip this off so that you've got, this will be able to wrap under. Don't cut the whole thing off, just snip right there so that when I open this up, now this is gonna fold in and these are gonna fold in without there being a crazy like wrinkle in the middle, because it will do a weird thing. Do that at the front, do that at the back. Then what I am doing is I'm not gonna cut just the rectangle. I'm just gonna kind of leave like that, so that when I fold it, it's going to make a nice corner. There, folds over nicely. Okay, so then I'm gonna put my glue. Would help if it was open, huh? I'm using a different one, and this one's not working too well. One thing I would say, if you have a clogged glue bottle, if you didn't have me for art foundations, you might not have any concept, but don't stick anything down this direction because it bends this. Somebody already did it. You see it? You don't want that to be bent. It's what keeps the air from getting in there, and it also, oh, there we go. Make sure that you can access that. So I'm just going like that. You can kind of see this little nubbin. That's literally what was keeping it clogged. Now we'll see if my theory is correct. I straightened this back out, and I used this. I wasn't cutting, I was popping it like a bottle opener. And now I should, you gotta pop it back on too. This is determined. Ha, there we go. Teamwork makes the dream work. I'm just gonna put a little on these tabs. That way I don't have to guess where it's going on the actual book. It's already there. So fold this over, fold this over. If you're real OCD about like the thickness here, you can cut it, but we are gonna put our About Me page there, so I'm not worried about it. Fold it in, fold it in, fold it in. And that way, that's your back, that's your front. And now we can get ready for that About Me sheet that's gonna go right here. We're gonna collage it, and I'll show that in the next video.